What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we are talking about maps, specifically maps that didn't make the cut. Now, if you ask me, maps are one of those things that make Call of Duty games really iconic. When I think back to older Call of Duty games like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, the things that really stand out in my mind are the maps. And the maps we're talking about today are ones that didn't quite make the cut. They weren't good enough. In other words, they started developing these maps, thought, you know what, I don't think people are going to like them, and then they got cut. We don't have any video of these maps, however, we do have images of every single map we're going to talk about today. Now, believe it or not, there's a lot more than just 5 of these maps that were created and then later tossed out the window because they weren't good enough. But today we're specifically going to be looking at 5. If you guys would like to see a future video where we look at more of these maps, just hit that like button. Let's say if this video gets 2,000 likes, we'll talk about more maps that didn't quite make the cut for a final Call of Duty game. So the first map we're looking at here is called Vertigo. Now this one was supposed to be in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now if you look at the picture here, you can see it looks like it's kind of like a skyscraper that you would play on top of, hence the name Vertigo. Now the reason why this map was cut is most likely due to its extreme similarities to the map High Rise, in which you play on top of a high-rise structure. Obviously the main difference you can see here in this image is that the building is kind of falling apart in Vertigo. Now, this was never actually recreated or reimagined and put into a Call of Duty game. The idea of this map was just scrapped altogether. This next one is one of the most interesting ones to me because this map they actually showed off at a press conference. This map was supposed to be in Black Ops 1 and it was supposed to be known as War Museum. Now the interesting thing about this map is if you look at the picture here, this is a panel at Call of Duty XP. They actually talked about this map, and this map was supposed to be a remake of the map Castle from Call of Duty World at War, which is interesting because Castle was actually one of my favorite maps in any Call of Duty game. And basically the idea of this map is it was going to be a museum covered in different paintings, medals, statues, that kind of thing that would literally be modeled after the map Castle. Now, the interesting thing is that to this date, there has not been a remake of the map Castle. So I don't know why this map was scrapped, why they never brought it out. They clearly talked about it in public, but still, to this day, there has been no Castle remake. Now, the next map we're going to look at not only is by far the most interesting out of all of them that we are going to talk about, it is also really, really controversial. So, this map right here that you're looking at, you may have seen something like this before, because it is a map in Call of Duty, it just looks different. This map you're looking at right here was originally supposed to be called Munich. Now, this map is released as actually 2 different maps. It was Stadium in Black Ops 1, and Takeoff in Black Ops 2. Now, this map, like I said, was originally supposed to be called Munich. Now, it was supposed to be designed after the Olympic Village in Munich, Germany. Now, the Munich Olympics were in 1972, and you may be wondering why this is controversial. Well, something that happened at the 1972 Olympics was known as the Munich Massacre. Now, this massacre actually took place in the Olympic Village, the exact same place where this map takes place. Now, in the Munich Massacre, 11 Israel Olympic team members actually died along with a German police officer. So to actually have a multiplayer map where people are firing weapons, shooting at each other in the exact same place that a terrorist attack had happened would be extremely, extremely controversial, and probably the most likely reason that the map didn't actually get released like that. It got released in the First Strike DLC pack in Black Ops 1, known as the map Stadium. The next map we're looking at is once again supposed to be in Call of Duty Black Ops 1, and it was supposed to be known as Havana. Now, you may be thinking that Havana is already in Black Ops 1, and in saying that, you would be 100% right. However, this version of Havana was supposed to be completely different. This version of Havana was supposed to be designed almost like Favela from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The interesting thing is that Havana did end up in the final game of Black Ops 1 with a completely different build than they originally started it with. Now, by looking at the image here, you can very clearly tell that they didn't actually get that far into designing this map. The image we're looking at here is a very early concept of the map that they didn't actually get that far into designing. However, this is the design that they were going with this map until they switched to the Havana that we now know is in Black Ops 1. And the final map we're looking at here was supposed to be in Modern Warfare 2. Now, this map was supposed to be called called Gulag, and you may actually kind of recognize this image here because this map was actually supposed to be based off of a single-player mission called the Gulag. Now, in this mission, you infiltrate a Russian prison, and that is what the map was supposed to be designed after. Now, out of all of the images we've seen today, by far, this map is the one that I would most like to play. Reason being, it just looks really damn cool, and I would love to have seen how they could have designed a map in a prison like the Gulag. But I'm interested, guys. I'm interested to hear which map that we talked about today you guys would most like to play. Which one do you find most interesting? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video and want to see another one of these, because there are a lot more maps that actually were taken out of Call of Duty games, if you'd like to see me do another video like this, all you gotta do to show me is hit that like button. And like I said, if this video gets 2,000 likes, we'll do another one of these videos. But guys, if you're new to the channel and like what you saw, you can hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Hold on to me.